Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this opportunity, I would like to show you how to deploy Amazon SageMaker behind a VPC, or you can call it a VPC mode. So let's open the AWS console. Okay guys, this is my account, and then we'll go to the VPC. Let's create a new private subnet. As you can see here, there are three subnets. Uh, these are the default subnets from AWS, but I'll just create new subnets. So I'll give it a name as SageMaker private subnet. Availability zones. So I will take AP Southeast A. By the way, I'm at regional Singapore in here. One thing to note, guys, that you make sure that your CIDR range in here does not overlap with another subnet, and also make sure that your CIDR IPv4 CIDR block is part of the VPC IPv4 CIDR block. So all good. Let's create our new subnet. Okay, Alhamdulillah, our subnet has been created. So let's try it out. Amazon SageMaker domain. Let's create a domain. Choose standard setup, because if you choose quick setup, basically your Amazon SageMaker will be deployed at public subnet. But if you choose standard setup, we can customize it so that we can deploy it in private subnet. Okay, name sample, default execution role. I'll choose SageMaker role. I made this up, so this is basically just a role with full admin access, because I do not want any problem regarding lack of permission in AWS. So if you guys search in here, let's make a role. Yeah, this contains necessary access. Sorry, my bad. Okay, is this the same? In this network and storage section, choose a VPC, default VPC, and choose this SageMaker private subnet with a default security group. So it will make me easier to track about what is going on with our SageMaker domain. VPC only, choose VPC only, because if you choose public, the SageMaker domain will use default SageMaker internet access, and your VPC only for accessing the EFS storage. Click next. Shareable notebooks. Okay. Next. Next. I don't have R license. Use existing execution rule. This okay. Let's submit. So let's wait until this domain is created. Okay, let's wait a bit. Maybe we can refresh the page. Okay, still creating. And as you can see, it is still in a pending state. Okay, after a few clicks, sample is in service. So click sample. sample domain, so add user, the same role for this user execution role. Next, next, click submit. Okay, we'll wait a few moments until the user is created. Okay, Alhamdulillah, it is created. Click studio, click launch, and then click studio. Now we'll wait a few minutes until the SageMaker Studio perfectly configured. Alhamdulillah, after a few minutes, it is done loading, so we can create a new notebook. New notebook, okay. Okay, it is need a compute, so I will choose data science 3.0, kernel Python 3, and the instance MLT3 medium. Okay, I select this. Now we'll wait until this finish loading. As you can see in here, and as I expected, SageMaker failed to start kernel. It is failed because we need to resolve the VPC endpoints in here. And please ensure that your VPC has connectivity to SageMaker via internet or VPC endpoint. Okay, so this is what we need. We need the endpoints configurations. We will create endpoints that consist of S3, CloudWatch, SageMaker API, and SageMaker runtime. And then we will allow the security group to flow the network within itself. And then I recommend this configuration. I mean, your private subnet reside in the same. I only do this for the sake of demonstration simplicity, but in the real case, you may come across different VPC and the different subnet, or maybe inter-account communication. That is another thing. Okay, let's create the endpoints. So from here, I go to the VPC and then to the endpoint. Let's create the VPC endpoint. Create endpoint. First endpoint is the S3 endpoint. S3 gateway interface. So select VPC. Then we will select from the available subnet. So it is 1A. Then I select SageMaker private subnet. Okay, and then create endpoint. And the second one, let's create a CloudWatch for our monitoring service. Monitoring interface, select VPC with the same step. Okay, it is done. We already created the 4 endpoints. Let's go to the security groups. Okay, I believe it's in the EC2 menu. Okay, security groups. Let's find the default security group. This is for the sake of simplicity. Okay, edit inbound rules. So this is all traffic, and then add rules. I need to allow all traffic from anywhere with IPv4, or not anywhere but custom. But this is came from the default security groups. This means that if there is a network traffic coming from AWS service which is using the security group, please accept all of that traffic, TCP, UDP, everything in here. So, oh, this is the same, yeah. It is already being done. It's okay. So, save rules. Okay, you have not made any changes. It's okay. I will. Oh, let's take a look at outbound rules. In these outbound rules, I allow all traffic with all protocol with all port range with the destination of anywhere. So it is mean that if the AWS service that is using this security group will be permitted to connect to any resources, not only from AWS but from the rest of the world. So I think it is okay. Let's go back again to our SageMaker studio, and let's select kernel again and select again. Let's wait for a few moments until it is done. Yes, Alhamdulillah, the kernel has finished loading. Then let us try to print hello world. Yes, it is done. So technically, you are now able to launch SageMaker behind a VPC or in VPC mode. Thank you for your attention. I hope I help you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.